constitutional right that's spelled out in black and white. You want to restrict my right to buy a firearm and protect myself from some of the very people you're talking about in here tonight. It's ridiculous. I don't think Rod Serling could come up with a better script.
Mark Robinson is his name. This man is such a representative of the common man and the ordinary citizen. Welcome to Brutally Honest Talk Radio. This is Elmo the Conservative. I just wanted to do kind of a special broadcast, a special episode, and I was so impressed, so moved by this. This man's name is Mark Robinson. So just listen to this. Listen to what he has to say.
I've heard a whole lot of people in here talking tonight about this group and that group, and domestic violence and blacks, these minorities and that minority. What I want to know is, when are you all going to start standing up for the majority? And here's who the majority is. I'm the majority. I'm a law-abiding citizen who's never shot anybody, never committed a serious crime, never committed a felony. I've never done anything like that. But it seems like every time we have one of these shootings, nobody wants to put the blame where it goes, which is at the shooter's feet. You want to put it at my feet. You want to turn around and restrict my right, constitutional right that's spelled out in black and white. You want to restrict my right to buy a firearm and protect myself from some of the very people you're talking about in here tonight. It's ridiculous. I don't think Rod Serling could come up with a better script. It does not make any sense. The law-abiding citizens of this community and many communities around this country, we're the first ones taxed and the last ones considered, and the first ones punished when things like this happens, because our rights are the ones that are being taken away. That's the reason why I came down here today. Gun show or no gun show, NRA or no NRA. I'm here to stand up for the law-abiding citizens of this community, because I'm going to tell you that what's going to happen. You can take the guns away from us all you want to. You all write a law, I follow the law, I'll bring my guns down here, I'll turn them in. But here's what's going to happen. The Crips and the Bloods on the other side of town, they're not going to turn their guns in. They're going to hold on to them. And what's going to happen when you have to send the police down there to go take them? The police can barely enforce the law as it is. As what I see, we demonize the police, criminalize and vilify the police, and we make the criminals into victims. And we're talking about restricting guns? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that when the police department's already hamstrung? You're not going to be able to go down here and take these guns from these criminals. So the criminals are going to hold on to their guns. They're still going to have them. They're still going to break in my house, and they're still going to shoot me with them. And guess who's going to be the one that suffers? It's going to be me. Well, I'm here to tell you tonight, it is not going to happen without a fight. And when I say fight, I don't mean shots fired. I don't mean fist thrown. I mean I'm going to come down here to this city council and raise hell just like these loonies from the left do until you listen to the majority of the people in this city. And I am the majority. The majority of the people in this city are law-abiding, and they follow the law, and they want their constitutional right to be able to bear arms. They want to be able to go to the gun show and buy a hunting rifle or a sport rifle.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Mark Robinson, remember that name. I'm just stopping it, every once in a while so that I don't get flagged or so they won't create a problem on YouTube. Mark Robinson is his name. This man is such a representative of the common man and the ordinary citizen. And for somebody that didn't have a long speech prepared, he did very well in expressing himself. And for those of you that may be under 40 or not familiar with the show Twilight Zone, when he said Rod Serling, that's the creator and writer of a lot of the Twilight Zone episodes. Because it's weird. It's weird and stupid. I mean, there's something that you might see on a Twilight Zone, an episode where something happens with the government where they want to take guns away from people. And the government has guns and they have armed protection. And then the people who this is supposed to protect, the criminals and the thugs, they're the ones that end up having all the guns. Like just flipping things around from what the original intention was. Let's go back to the video now. Continue listening.
There are no military grade weapons sold at the gun show. An AR-15 is not a military grade weapon. Anybody that would go into combat with an AR-15 is a fool. It's a semi-automatic 22 rifle. You'd be killed in 15 minutes in combat with that thing. So we need to dispel all these myths, and we need to drop all this division that we got going on here. Because the bottom line is, when that Second Amendment was written, whether the framers liked it or not, they wrote it for everybody. And I am everybody. And the law-abiding citizens of this city are everybody. And we want our rights, and we want to keep our rights. And by God, we're going to keep them, come hell or high water.
Yeah, this is what people like him and I have been saying for years. You're going to hurt the law-abiding citizen. You are not going to get the criminal to turn in their guns. You're not. And people who believe that are living in a bubble, in some kind of a remote Leave It to Beaver world or something where crime is very low, which is a good thing. But sometimes people can be far removed from reality. And crime and hearing gunshots or seeing somebody bleed is an abstract thought, is something remote. It's not a part of my world. Let me tell you what needs to happen. And then there's a mass shooting, which most of the shootings are not mass shootings, meaning not 4 or more people getting shot. That's a mass shooting. 4 more people getting murdered is a mass murder. Most of the murders that happen and most of the people that get shot, it's not considered mass. It's one usually. That's the most popular. One, and then you got double murder and then triple murder, triple homicide. So the people that say, well, we're gonna ban the ownership of guns. First of all, fight against anybody that wants to change the Constitution. This country is over 200 years old, and everything in the Constitution, every amendment has been figured out, right? They tried to ban alcohol, and we know what happened with that, the rise of gangsters like Al Capone and Frank Nitti. And then they repealed it 1930, 1931, the Volstead Act, and it made alcohol illegal. And then 5-6 years later, whatever it was, they pulled it back because it was killing so many people. So I'm just saying that's a part of the Constitution, part of the amendments. Sometimes they would make an amendment means to amend something to make it better or to try to make it better. And sometimes you have to repeal that, like, whoa, wait a minute, we made a mistake. So I love this, and I don't know what he said to make YouTube want to take it down. He wasn't cursing, he wasn't threatening anybody. He's talking about his right. So, this is the world we live in. This is the internet that we live in. But before he was taken down, it was shared on a lot of people's sites, including on my Facebook page. So share this, and go looking for it. The name of it is Brave Witness Leaves the Entire Congress Speechless. And you see a black man on the left, and that's this man, Mark Robinson. And let me say something right here. So it may be a little misleading because the caption says, Brave Witness Leaves the Entire Congress Speechless. And on the original video, it showed his picture next to Ocasio-Cortez, who's a member of Congress. What he just said was, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to keep coming down here and protesting to the city council. So I think he said North Carolina, but this is local where he is. This is city council. So in the video, in the original video that I saw, they never show Ocasio-Cortez's face. So it's not like he went and appeared in Washington, D.C. in front of the National Congress, in front of the national government. So that's a little misleading, maybe inaccurate, you could even say, but he is appealing and talking about something that is affecting him and affecting millions of people. This isn't a local issue. This is a national issue and a national problem. And there are people in all 50 states who own guns, who believe in the Second Amendment, who do not want to give up their guns and will not. So I thank you, Mr. Mark Robinson. I thank you. I would love to see you on Jimmy Kimmel. And you know, just speaking for the common man, you speak for so many people and you speak so well. You know, this guy, he's probably not even used to speaking in front of groups of people or large crowds. And he got up there and articulated himself, no stuttering, like, or 95% of it just needed to be said, just valid points. So that's a great thing. Again, you can find this or remnants of it or being shared on other people's videos or reaction videos. Brave witness leaves entire Congress speechless with epic speech. And in that, you're going to see a large black man, looks to be about 250 pounds, and also a Ocasio-Cortez picture in the thumbnail or in the original. So peace, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. You know, fight for this Constitution. Continue to be a defender, a law-abiding citizen. And thank you for checking out Brutally Honest Talk Radio. And check us out on the next episode. Hey, so we're not just on YouTube. We're on Spotify. Stitcher's going away soon if they haven't already. But iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube are 3 major platforms where you can check us out and take us with you and listen to us on your phone. We also have a Facebook group, Brutally Honest Talk Radio. Look for that and subscribe, because we conversate with people and we make a lot of comments on different points. So, hey, take care. God bless you and God bless America.